You are now listening to a Doc Martin production.
Get those nerds! Frackin' nerds! They say the meek will inherit the earth. We say the nerds are already in control. Welcome to the Frackin' Nerds episode number 302. I'm your host, Doc Martin, and joining me, God, I'm looking at them all, but I'm not really sure which one to go with. You know, it's been a while since he's been on the show, so we're going to bring him on. It's the guy, one of the guys from Indiana. It is Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy. You know what? I appreciate also, Kennedy, that your laundry is not behind you compared to other people that are on our show. So and apparently I ask a lot when I ask you not to have your... We can't see it, Joshua, so you have to wait to show your laundry here a little bit. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Been busy as crap, but I made time this week. So
and we appreciate seeing you today. We brought you especially on because you're our Matrix guru, so we definitely need
I figured with that I should be on for that. So
yes, because you played the video game, you watched all the Animatrix,
read the comics, did everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, none of us got that deep into the Matrix lore, so you will be the one to assist with that. All right, and then let us go. You know what? We'll go to the other guy in Indiana. He knows who he is. That's the guy who craves that hunt. It's our own Chris Class.
What's up, y'all?
Wow, that's very
greetings.
Just slow.
Sorry,
energy.
I'm drinking my coffee right now.
Going.
I'll be going momentarily. I crave that hunt. I've been hunting.
Did you
have no proof?
Did you get
of
anything
it for the
recently?
past couple minutes. Yeah. Oh. As a matter of fact, dude, I just picked up this dope ass Warlord. For those who can't see it on video,
it just wrestled.
That's a chase figure. He did?
Yeah, he wrestled at a GCW show.
Fuck yeah, dude. They need to make a barbarian because I need a whole Powers of Pain. But this is a chase figure, so I just got this today. So yeah, I'll put it right there. There we go.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, and then let's go to the guy who has his laundry hanging out. He feels like I'm asking way too much out of him just to put stuff up. That's our own from the East Coast, Joshua. Look at that. Look at that laundry.
Look at that beautiful laundry.
Nicely folded, ready to go.
Doc, you need to introduce me with a new title. I am now the prestigious best nephew in the whole wide world champion. You know, a lot of nephews out there wish they could get to my level, but they can't. And this is the bad boy to prove why. Ain't nobody's taking this belt off of me. So you can try, but you ain't. So
I got a problem with that belt. You're not orange enough. And you could tell the maker of that shit that I said that.
So Joshua is only able to compete with it. You have to be a nephew.
Yes, you have to be a nephew if you want to be able to get this belt off of me.
Now, like a nephew of like your family, or can I like? Because obviously I'm a nephew for somebody in my family.
You want to taste Big Bad? You want to come after the champ?
I mean, maybe in February we could take it on and nephew versus nephew.
All right, a nephew versus nephew match.
There's never been that.
Now the question I have, like, if we are doing a nephew, do we need to have our aunt or uncle in our corner?
No.
Oh shit!
Then it's really just two guys wrestling.
Yeah,
you know how I like to work out.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I'll beat you faster than your fat ass can finish those workouts. You don't even have to take off the clothes there, huh?
I will. I will definitely get naked, and I will lather up some oil. It's concave. Who knows how things are gonna go?
There's some video evidence of you touching your nipples.
I very specifically know how things are gonna go at concave. You fucking drunk bastard.
Look at that. It's an easy win. I could beat you faster than Scott Hall lost to Goldberg. Anyway, moving on.
Wait, is that hold on? Is that belt? Is that supposed to represent your face?
Yeah.
That means you got to grow out the goatee, bro.
Yeah, I know. I shaved. My bad. Anyway, little Tetsu Naito action right there.
That is very Naito looking.
We got to get Joshua set up with a tattoo artist at Concave for best nephew right there on like the upper arm or something. Just
I don't know. I think it would be a good tramp stamp right above his ass.
Damn, make that a target. There you go.
So much about naked men lately. Like you want to talk?
Just saying. I mean, wouldn't that be an interesting thing? Like Joshua's making some moves, and all of a sudden somebody's like, well, how are you best nephew on the back of your ass?
See, I wonder. I would say I would get that tattoo with you, Joshua, but I don't know if I have an aunt or an uncle that would consider me like the best nephew. I'd get like best uncle. I think I'd qualify for that.
What if we get you like okayest nephew?
Okayest
Nah.
nephew, I would do that. He could get best. I could get okayest. Kennedy could get like, I'm a nephew.
I'm a nephew.
Doc could be like fucking best niece.
Yeah.
I don't identify as that. No. I
I-
don't. Well, guys, remember, like, subscribe to the channel, and also we've got, you go to the podcast apps, you got our YouTube channel, and then our Discord, which right there you'll see the name on there. Come join us where we talk about. Recently, we've been talking about Why the Last Man just came out on Hulu, and I don't think any of us read the comic except for our own Big Brian V. So we're kind of going in very blind, and we'll see how it holds up.
How do you feel about that, going in blind to a show that has a big following like Watchmen? I never read Watchmen back in the day before I watched the movie, and so I enjoyed it thoroughly, and not knowing what to expect. But then things like clearly, I don't know, Wolverine, for example, the very first one with like Deadpool and all that shit. It's like, this ain't what it's supposed to be. How do you feel about that? Going in blind on something.
Going in blind. I mean, sometimes it's good because then you're not going to get spoiled.
Sure.
Or like with The Walking Dead, you've already connected with these characters, and then all of a sudden they're throwing in these characters like Tyrese as a little bitch, and Andrea as just a psycho, and or these fake Daryl character that never existed in the comics and somehow still alive, driving around on a fucking motorcycle during an apocalypse. And one point he should have been dead when he shot a zombie, took the arrow out of the zombie, put it in his mouth, and somehow it's still alive. Fuck you, Daryl. You should have been dead a long time ago.
Wait a minute, time out though. I'm sorry to cut you off, guys, but didn't they establish that they like that one episode in like season 3 or when
They're
Shane
already
came
infected?
back, they're already infected. So
Yeah, they're
as long as
already.
they're-
Well, yeah, right. If you die, you're already infected. But why is a bite will
Yeah.
speed up the thing? If you got zombie blood inside you, wouldn't
Well,
that
the
It
nurse
has to
speed
go
it
to
up?
your blood stream.
Yeah,
Blood
that's what.
stream.
Yeah.
The stomach acid would destroy more than
Yeah.
likely the virus by the time it reaches.
The resident nurse over here could probably elaborate a little bit more. Like
on the fake zombie apocalypse?
Well, no, because he could correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, like if someone with HIV bites an open or bites you and breaks the skin, there's a chance you can get HIV. So I would think it works along the same line.
But if
There you go. So
if you bite the HIV person, do you still get?
Yeah,
No.
they say saliva you can't get it transmitted through saliva. So if you had a cut in your mouth somewhere and you bit someone and their blood went into your bloodstream, there's a chance. But just breaking skin, I don't think so. Just having blood in your mouth, I wouldn't think so. But I never thought about that. Like stomach acid infusions, like we're talking about all this COVID-19 like infusions and shit. Like stomach acid could be like the infusion to fucking kill the zombie apocalypse. It might kill all your blood too. I don't know. I never thought about
The
that.
only reason that I know, like some of it is because I'm getting that surgery. So I know that the receptors for most of the things that go into the bloodstream are actually at the bottom of the stomach, which is why when they cut mine out, I'll actually have to start taking vitamins every day. So for the blood to get into your bloodstream, it would have to go through the acid. So if acid dissolves the blood before it gets there, then it won't actually process the virus.
Huh. The more you know.
That's why, like they say with the surgery, if you like have to worry about diabetes or something, they cut that shit out. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Damn. Fair enough. You getting a sleeve?
Yeah, I'm getting the sleeve.
Awesome, dude. Big Brian V got that done, or one of the. I think he got the sleeve. Dude looks like a different guy.
Yeah, like he has a neck now. Like it's weird. Like he looks.
Yeah. I look at pictures from like 3 years ago, and then like when he and I go out to lunch, and he's like saying something the other day. He's like, "Man, I've gained like 18 pounds back." I'm like, "Bro, but you lost like 150, and like that's great. Keep staying at this rate. Like that's fine. 18 pounds for someone that was like as big as you were, that's nothing. And you're doing a great job. So Kennedy, best of luck, buddy. Stick to the regimen and stick to it, buddy. You could do it.
He makes for a shitty roommate at a concave. Like the first time, all these goodies and shit. And the next time he's like, "Oh, I got these." I didn't know this, but they have fucking healthy pork rinds. I was like, when he pulled this out of the fucking thing, I was like,
What
"How's
is it
that even
made of?"
possible?" He'll tell you because he's the fucking resident fucking diet guru now.
Well, I mean, I am down 51 pounds so far, and then by the time concave comes around, I should be down by another 100.
Turn around and you'll find it. Yeah. No, I'm just playing. No, dude, I'm the one gaining weight here, man. I looked at watched some of the video from concave. Fuck, dude. I'm up to like a year ago. I was like, I don't know, 20. I don't really worry about a number, but I was like 205, 203. Dude, I stood on scale today. I'm like 215. I'm heavyweight now.
Oh God.
Oh, 215.
Oh my God.
But it's when the pants start fitting tight.
Skinny people that are just like, oh, okay.
Dude, look at that. Look at that. the belly is soft and doughy.
When you get dick dew, then it's a problem.
What's that?
When you get dick dew, that's when you got a problem.
That hasn't happened yet. I'm gonna need
guys,
to
on
take advice
today's
from our dietitian. Sorry.
Yeah.
On today's show, they're going to be reviving old TV shows. WWE is getting a Halloween Choose Your Own Adventure. And what did Sony show off this week in video games? But that's not ours first in tech. Kids always get the coolest things, and now kids you can get your own arcade. One expand their lineups with a junior cabinet. So if you need to buy a Mysterio, not a Mysterio, what was it? What was that character you spent $500 on, Joshua?
Sinister,
yeah. So if you want to not spend money on a digital character and you want to spend some money on your kids, they're designed for toddlers and young children. They're coming out for Pac-Man, and there's going to be
on a digital character. Spend money on a digital character.
Well, for your kids, like your kids can play this. Like, is Joshua playing? Joshua, are you utilizing Mr. Sinister?
Yes, I utilize Mr. Sinister.
Okay, well, I guess he's still using it, so that's all right. But anyway, so if your kids love Paw Patrol or want to get them into Pac-Man, there are going to be multiple games coming out, including Dig Dug, Galaga, and about 3 foot size. So these are about usually like 4, I think, before we put the platforms on. And they come right out. You don't even have to assemble them. So just pull it out for Christmas, and there you go. You're good to go.
Dude, you keep this up, you're gonna have to mark this as paid promotion in this motherfucker. Like,
can we? How far? Like, how much room do you want? Can you sit? Can we sit Kennedy up anymore? He's like way far back. Are you on a tablet? What do you want?
I'm not. I can't see my video.
Oh, okay.
Producer,
I can't see my video.
I need light. I need focus.
There we go. There we go.
All right, hold on. I'll just get rid of my keyboard real quick, and I'll hold the tablet.
You don't have to hold it. You were good. Like when you sat. Oh boy.
Oh Jesus Christ!
It's gonna be all up in his face. Like,
that was what I saw every time I woke up in my room. And
whoa! Kennedy just staring over you, like just dead eyes.
It could have been worse. You could have been in our room when what kept showing up in our room. We had to lock the doors. So.
Yeah, you're right.
You mean a roaming Dino?
Yeah, if you had with the Kraken would have been released on you.
What is he fucking from the Flintstones?
Well, I know this is older news, but we hadn't really talked about it. But Lil Nas X is all pissed off that Tony Hawk is releasing a skateboard with his own blood infused in it, saying that this is it's a racist thing because people freaked out when he was making his fake Nikes with blood in them. It was more of an art thing than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But now with Tony Hawk, what's that?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish the story, and then I'll chime in.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Oh, I'll tell them go ahead and start bitching at Kiss first because they're the originators of putting blood in a promotional item like the comic book. Yeah.
They did that.
Dear God, you fucking speaking of like AIDS and everything, you take a bite of the Kiss comic book from 1977. You're getting fucking something. You're getting something from those dudes.
Lil Nas X came out. This was around August 26th. He says now that Tony Hawk has released skateboards with his blood painted on them, there was no public outrage. Are y'all ready to admit y'all were never actually upset over the blood in the shoes, and maybe you were all mad for some other reasons?
I think he has a point to a certain extent, but the thing is though, he did it without permission from Nike. It was a Nike sneaker. And Nike was like,
he reconditioned some Nike sneakers. Is what he did.
So Nike was like, we didn't authorize this, and they had to do something. Not to say that people were upset about it with Tony Hawk because we didn't hear about it, but I think it was already planned and everybody was okay and signed off on it. It was a skateboard, and it was only like
it
was only 100 of them, and it was for a company called Liquid Death, water.
Yep.
So it's like I
into everything.
Yeah. So I feel like he has a point, but I think if Nike would have been like, yeah, we don't care, then. But if you're gonna take a sneaker that costs like, I want to say, to make was like less than $10, and then it was being sold for like less than $200, but you're selling it for fucking like $500, Nike's probably gonna have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? So
fuck that, dude.
It only costs $3 to make a pair of Nikes. $3.
Okay, but the sneaker that if you could find out what type of sneaker it was, see how much that sneaker goes for retail.
Lil Nas X sneaker.
But he had a point to a certain extent. I was like, but I don't think it was because he was gay or anything like that. They were just like, we don't want this guy. Because it was really Nike. Nike just could have said, yeah, we don't care. Yeah, dude, make the sneaker.
I don't think, but wasn't it pretty much kind of blasting Nike with the blood that goes into children make?
I think, yeah, he did kind of like promote that. He said that, this is because the blood that they, some shit like that, the blood that's put in.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have put the Nike logo on it, I think there wouldn't have been really.
Well, he could have chosen another fucking sneaker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, British Knights. I mean, who's pushing British Knights lately?
British Knights. BK.
Even made for the Fly Guys, British Knights.
Wow.
So yeah, he could have done British Knights.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know.
Way before your time, Joshua.
Yeah. Like, your motherfuckers in your 40s. I'm in my 30s.
Maybe kids.
You can see that. You put on your British Knights. You go to Chess King and fucking buy your clothes there, wearing your British Knights.
Let's see what other big.
While you button your fly.
Could have made some jellies. Put the blood in the jellies.
Jellies. There you go.
Jellies actually came back.
They should come out with something like jeans, like Guess jeans.
Jellies was not a shoe. That was a fucking gummy bear on the bottom of your foot.
Come out, do a Swatch watch. You could do one of those things if we're going old school.
They came back, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, which doesn't make any sense for Swatch watch to come out when it's all digital watches now. I mean, or there's. I mean, who's?
I still wear other watches. I like I like old school watches.
Why do you like old school watches?
That's the only thing of jewelry. I mean, I'm very.
You have the box now, but you got the nice little box with the lift lid and all that.
I do. And as a matter of fact, I'll send you a picture, Doc. You can insert that right now. I have the little kangaroo from Pulp Fiction that has an assortment of watches on there. So.
Really?
I sure do.
Nice.
Yeah,
what? It's the watch from Pulp Fiction.
It's not the watch because that one is.
Did you shove it up your ass?
That one's up my ass. But the thing where the watch was with the baby kangaroo, with the baby kangaroo, I have one of those.
All right, send that out.
That's awesome.
I will do that. So, as a matter of fact,
and then also with the also, as you know, with the Little Nas X and the Tony Hawk skateboard sold out instantly. Another thing that sold out way too quick and surprisingly, Flamin Hot Mountain Dew came out. Came out about a week or so ago, and you can't find it anywhere. Apparently, Mountain Dew did not know how excited people would be for Flamin Hot Mountain Dew.
That's awesome.
There you go.
The one thing I fucking asked for was my goddamn watch. It was right there on the little kangaroo.
Kennedy, this is for you, buddy.
Yeah, see,
there you go.
Had it.
It's a fancy with those watches.
I wear other watches. That motherfucker bet he's gonna get more and more money as a nurse. He's gonna be making crazy money soon. He's gonna have a drawer on his dresser that pulls out, and that dresser drawer is just gonna have fucking watches in it.
It'll just be watches.
That's a rich person's drawer for watches. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I can't afford that, dude. I can't afford that shit.
You'll get there.
The only benefit I got is now that I'm actually Baylor. So I did get a raise, but I'm only working 2 days a week now as opposed to 3. So it's basically the same thing, but only working every weekend.
Dude, yeah, but if you didn't have the kid thing going on right now, tell me that you wouldn't go be working for the Mayo Clinic as a fucking travel nurse making like $200K.
Yeah. That's bank money. Shit, she's 14. She doesn't want to hang out with me anyway, and so I'm considering doing that anyway.
Is she in the house with you right now?
Huh?
Is she in the house with you right now that you have to whisper that?
She's up in her room. Oh no, I wasn't whispering. She'll come down and tell you, hey, Annabelle, come here.
I have a friend who works in the Mayo Clinic traveling right now, and she's just making fucking bank, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's she and I had a great time actually. We did hang out last night. I was like, dude, we're playing Roblox, and we sat and played Roblox on Xbox last night, and fucking she was killing it. So anyway,
did you do that jump levels? You have to like jump from thing to thing to try and make it to the end of the level.
Yeah, we were playing the run game.
Yeah, me and my daughter play that one too.
This is only a conversation between dads. Sorry, guys.
No, it's just like this is very, very interesting.
I like Doc's face. Okay, just like
so
this.
I will say this: Roblox was made for kids. That the vast amount of different kind of games that thing has. You can go from playing like a simulator to a level jumper to an RPG to anything in that game, and it's all just like user created shit. So you get to see like the minds of these people, these kids typically, which is crazy because some of the stuff you can tell is made by kids, but some of the stuff is like, holy shit, this was made by a kid. Like, so Roblox, it may be, whatever, but it's interesting. It's an interesting social experiment, I think.
I mean, it's not my go-to. Call of Duty is my go-to. What's the game you play? Overwatch is yours, Doc. So, But anyway,
I just want to point out, last night I played Overwatch, and I told if anybody's ever watched my Twitch stream, there's a guy I play with named Steven, and
Steven.
just I hammer Steven so hard, and I told him yesterday I'm gonna go
this
easy.
Is that naked VR he was talking about?
No, that's not. Steven wasn't assisting me with the naked VR. But I told him, I said, I'm not going to yell at you. I'm just going to give you helpful advice. And he goes, I'll give it 5 minutes. I got through the whole fucking runs and did not yell at Steven at once. No.
Okay, good. Now continue that type of behavior when playing video games.
You fucking shitty soldier. No. Fuck you. Anyway, in movie news, Disney says the rest of its 2021 slate of movies will have exclusive theatrical releases. So if you were hoping to see like The Last Duel or the shitty Eternals, you'll have to go to the theaters to see that. Speaking of a Disney movie, Shang-Chi just recently came out a week or so ago. Went and saw it today and actually enjoyed it a lot. And that one character that I know Class was super excited to get the figure for goes out like a little bitch. Goes out just hey, like Darth Maul.
Just
okay, we're gonna show you a kind of a cool character, and then boom, it's
like I literally was like, "That's it? What? Come on!"
Really?
I was like, "Yeah."
Oh yeah.
Because I knew about the important because you were really hyped for you, like, "Oh man, Death Deal looks so good." And
it does.
And I'm like, this motherfucker, like. All the cool scenes were in the trailer because in the movie he's non-existent and he goes out like a bitch.
So is Death Deal? I mean, I guess I'll find out. Now, I haven't seen the movie yet, but based off of old Master of Kung Fu comics, they're not making Fu Manchu isn't the father of the Master of Kung Fu, right?
The Mandarin?
No, Fu Manchu is the actual father.
No, they honestly we don't even know. Actually, the father's real name, right, Doc? They never.
No, I don't think they revealed his name.
They never reveal his name, and he just goes, "Oh, they called me. They made up this. This guy comes up to me about the 10 rings, and I told him no, he's not going to be able to work with us. So he makes up this fake persona called the Mandarin, and like, who wants to be known as an orange? And I was like, but you never know his name.
Okay. So is he the Mandarin? He doesn't have his rings. He has rings, bracelets.
But those are the rings.
Yeah.
Those are the rings.
Wow, that's the spin they did. Okay. Interesting. The Mandarin. Okay.
Huh. Oh, his name was Zhu Wenwu.
Okay. Fu Manchu in the comic book from the 70s, Shang-Chi, whatever they call it, Master Kung Fu. His dad was Fu Manchu. So it's like
I don't think you can say that, right?
I don't think you can not with like the today's Now in today's society, you couldn't get away with Fu Manchu. So
what was,
not just the mustache, that's just a stereotype, but that's it's just the how fucking of a badass Fu Manchu was. Like,
who remembers the trailers from the Death Planet, the Robert Rodriguez double feature? Because Nicolas Cage,
with Nick Cage is Fu Manchu.
He was.
So I was like, I think that's the last time I heard that phrase, Fu Manchu.
Yeah, that's right. He was. Holy shit. I just remember fucking Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Well, with Shang-Chi bringing in 71 million on the Labor Day weekend, and Free Guy dropped out 28.4 million. Disney's going to stay with this and keep releasing them in the theaters. I guess you get more money at the theaters than their $30. So The Last Duel, which is coming out October 15th, Ron's Gone Wrong October 22nd, The Internals November 5th, West Side Story December 10th, and The Kingsman December 22nd. So you have to go to the theaters to see this.
See, that's the one I want to see.
All you have to do is wait 45 days, and then it should be on Disney Plus right after.
Which is fair, but I felt like we were going to get these movies in the movie theaters, given like, even though people have been complaining and COVID's numbers have been like fluctuating here and there in certain places, I was like, yeah, they're going to come out in the movies exclusively. Like the only person who's like, we're just dead set on releasing it on HBO Max is Warner Brothers. Like I'll give them credit for that. They said after 2021, go to the movies to watch our movies. So
yeah.
So credit to them.
They still got some major movies for HBO Max.
Yeah. So
but it's also for HBO Max. It makes sense because you're trying to keep people to stay and use your service. And if I'm paying for service that I know I'm going to get a major run, believe me, I'm not going to a fucking theater to see Dune. Like Dune I've never cared about Dune. I saw the first movie with Sting. And it just bored the shit out of me. And people were like, "It's amazing books." I'm like, I can't. That fucking movie pushed me off. Like, I don't fucking care. I don't care about
the one in the 80s.
Yeah.
I never gave a fuck about it.
Yeah.
I never gave a fuck. Like,
exactly. I think there is
interesting at all about Dune.
I think there is this huge group of people that are like Dune fanatics that think that Dune's just going to make this amazing amount of money. It's probably the same people that thought Warcraft was going to make a shitload of money. And I don't really feel like there's a major push for Dune. Like there's probably a small vocal audience that want to see it, but majority of people they don't care about seeing Dune.
I was surprised when I go. Go ahead, Kennedy. I'm sorry, buddy.
It's honestly, it's kind of like it's become a cult film. The old Dune movie. And so you say that the only people that want to see it is the people who wanted to see the original one, but I don't agree with that, because you can just take a look at the Rocky Horror Picture Show crowd who lost their fucking shit when Fox said, yeah, we're going to remake the movie. And they were like, no, we don't want to see that at all. So
when I'd go toy hunting, I was surprised to see like Dune figures out there. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, it no appeal to it whatsoever.
Just a remake cash grab.
Yeah, I don't see them as peg warmers also. Like I'm not going to go buy me a Zendaya fucking peg warmer.
The fucking like appeal of this woman, I don't get it. It's like
I don't get the push for her. Everybody's like, she's amazing.
Blah, blah. She's not that great of an actress. Like I've seen her in like two things, and I'm like, yeah, you're forgettable. So like,
thank you. Again, you could have edited her out of the first Spider-Man movie, and it doesn't change the Spider-Man movie.
No, because he was in love with the other minority girl. Like,
it's not about us. It's the fact that she was big in Disney, and
I never heard of her in Disney. Like,
she was the big Disney girl push.
When?
The past your Disney time, Joshua. Calm down here.
Be quiet, Doc. Talk.
No, fuck off. So Zendaya is like my daughter and a little older's generation person for Disney, kind of like,
he's correct. She was the hot Disney property. About
they're
5-10 years ago.
They're using her name to pull the younger generation to see these movies.
Okay,
it's like Selena Gomez like 15 years ago.
Yeah, but here's my argument though. My argument is like when you are at a certain point that no matter what the age is, someone's gonna hear about you. I don't think she was that popular. Like the JoJo Sawa person, I knew about her like 4 years ago because I was like, what is this line out of the Yum Center for what? And they're like, oh, it's JoJo Sawa. And I'm like, oh, who the fuck is that? And they explained it to me. I was like, oh, okay. And now JoJo Sawa is like everywhere. I've never heard anybody when Zendaya was in Disney talk about her to the point that it's like how you guys are saying now, like, oh, she was the Disney it girl. Like, trust me.
I heard about her, so I don't know. It was like Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, then Zendaya. It was literally in a row.
See, there was that little blonde chick that she played a twin. Nah, that was my time. Yeah, congratulations to her. She just got engaged. Showing her ass on Instagram. That's an Instagram you guys got to follow. No, there was some blonde Dove Cameron. That's the one. Like when my daughter, like I think she was in between, like right before the Zendaya or whatever the girl's name is. What's her name? Zendaya. Yeah, there was the Dove Cameron chick, and like she's hot. You gotta look her up. She's fine.
Dove Cameron's been in a lot of stuff also.
Yeah, dude.
All right, guys. So another comic book movie that's going to be coming out, and our own Big Brian V, he was pushing this before it was released. It's Robert Kirkman's Oblivion Song, and then they've signed Jake Gyllenhaal to star in the adaptation of it.
What the fuck is up with the obsession with him lately?
I think he's got that Walking Phoenix kind of. I can get dirty and grimy and make you an arty film.
I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking care for him at all, though.
Have you guys read Oblivion Song? It's really good.
But I really felt like, and we talked about on the Discord. This is the reason you should join our Discord. Feels more like a series than what they can do in a movie. There's a lot that goes on. I mean, even the first, what is it, 5 or 6 comics, which is that first trade, it has a different story than where the trade continues to go. Okay.
I'm early into it, but I can totally see that. I have like the first dozen or so, and that's all I've read. But yeah, it bounces. It definitely it's an amazing concept. But I think I agree with you, Doc. I think it could definitely be more of a series.
I mean, because the beginning of the comic is about this portal to another dimension opens up. It takes clears out part of Philadelphia, if I can remember correctly. And part of the world gets sucked into it, and the other ones are the survivors because these other creatures came out and just destroyed everything. Yeah. And so they're trying to figure out how to get back to that portal to try to save the people that they hope are still alive.
That's what he's doing. Yeah, jumping into that portal, pulling people out.
So they're sending them in and out, but they only have a limited amount of time and trying to save as many. And that's like the first trade. Yeah. Then you come to find out as you move further in the story, there's these aliens that are a part of this world that are then trying to get to our world to take over it. And there's another group of aliens that are trying to stop them. And that's I feel like if they bring that part in at the same time, this discovery stage of the comic, it's going to be too much shit.
Maybe it's going to be part of a trilogy or, something like that.
It's got to do good first.
That's the problem. And that's what Dune's going to run into is it's supposed to be 2 movies, but they haven't shot the second movie. And when you got
they told them, they told the guy, it's like, if this becomes a financial success, we'll make a part 2. If not,
fuck it. Apparently they set up that Doom movie where it's obvious. It says part 1 in the title. So he was pushing, but you should have. That's where I'm
I read that.
Do that. Commit to the whole thing.
This will be way cooler than fucking Dune.
Make that money. So
Oblivion Song will be way fucking cooler than Dune. I guarantee that shit.
Who's the publisher of that comic book?
Image.
Image and Skybound.
All right, I'll take a gander at it.
Check it's a Robert Kirkman book. So I mean, written, really well written if you like Kirkman. So it's typical Kirkman style, but it's fucking really good, man. It's really good. Art looks great.
Series came out in 2018. The story of Nathan Cole, a man who makes daily trips to try and rescue those still living in the hellscape of Oblivion, part of Philadelphia lost decades ago, along with 300,000 of its citizens.
Yeah.
I think if they get into the aliens or the people, the weird creatures that live in that world, I think it's just going to get too convoluted. Again, I feel like this is you could have done 6 to 13 episodes just about them trying to save, and then his brother, who's another major character that's living on the other side, and how he's dealing with it because the government is trying to shut it all down, but they're like, we need to get all these people out.
Right. And those aliens right off the bat are fucking just crazy. Like when it's like, I think it's like the beginning, like first issue, it's like drops a tail on the main guy.
Well, those are the creatures. Now again, we're one of the aliens, like not humanoid aliens, but those are the just random creatures that show up and just murder
and just wreak havoc on shit.
A lot of it's about like kind of like a PTSD. It's these people trying to survive after what this happened. And then they're hoping that these portals don't keep opening up and these creatures keep coming out.
Yeah.
So, cool, no, again, I don't know how it's going to go. Has Jake Gyllenhaal been in any huge? He's been in a number, like he's supposed to be in a number of, like he's supposed to be in the Ubisoft movie.
He just played Mysterio.
Yeah.
Oh, the District, the Division.
Yeah, the Division. He's supposed to be coming out with that, isn't he?
Anyway. What are your thoughts on his sister? Hot or not? I think she's hot.
Yeah, she was hot.
She was.
Yeah, she got real skinny in that.
Yeah. You like her with a little more meat on the bones, but yeah, she's cute. I don't want to say hot. She's cute.
She showed her boobs in that one movie.
Yeah. She did do that. She got totally naked in the movies.
Have you guys ever so talking about actresses that get naked, and there are certain ones that you see and they're like, man, if they ever get naked, they're gonna be hot. But then when they do something, it's like Sarah Silverman did one, and it was just the way it was shot and everything else. It was just like nothing is appealing about this.
That was weird. Nev Campbell did that. And she had really weird boobs, and I was really hyped to see her. But her nipples look really weird, man. But dude, like I don't know, man. I was never into Party of Five. Awesome. I just in the 90s. I always thought Nev Campbell was so hot, and then she got naked in that movie, and I was like, "All right." She's like taking showers, like, "Ooh," and she turned around. I was like, "The fuck?" I say that while I'm talking about how fat I am, so by no means, like,
all right, mine, Allison Brie, just hot as hell on Community, and then they put her in Glow, like she lost so much weight, and she comes out naked.
Nah, she looks fine to me.
Yeah, she was a little skinny, man. A little skinny.
She looked Actually, I'm watching Glow, that first episode. I was like, oh shit.
Well, she's riding that too.
I went, oh shit. I was like, that's not hot. Like my idea of what it was.
That's you, Playboy, because I was like, whoa. And she was like, Franco's brother is a lucky man.
Getting to see
yeah, because he's not getting in trouble like his brother.
Say that again, Kennedy. I didn't hear that, Kennedy.
Said that the best one from the 90s to now was getting to see Xena naked in Spartacus.
Oh yeah, dude, she got so much hotter. Like,
also, is your earbuds, are they working? Are they connected to your thing?
Yeah, I don't know. They're acting funny. Hold on, I'm gonna shut them off. Turn it back on.
Okay.
Yeah, the good call with the Lucy Lawless, dude. A good call with that.
Yeah, she was definitely hot. Like you weren't expecting.
Yeah. Like holy shit, man. Yeah. Dude, like we need a whole episode just dedicated to hot naked chicks movies.
Just get canceled.
Yeah, I mean, hey, well, whatever, dude. They're in movies. All we're not Mr. Skin. We're not going to like go to 1335 and you're gonna see this. Like, we're not doing that shit. So, dude, what about when what's the name? What's the chick from Clerks? Super hot chick.
Rosario Dawson?
Rosario Dawson. Oh my god.
Well, she's been nude a bunch of times.
Yeah, but whatever that one was, that like it's.
Was what is it, Alexander or something like that?
It was Alexander. He got game.
I don't know. You got to see her have sex with Will Smith in 7 Pounds.
I mean, none of that stuff. She just walked in the room. Just it was all the way up.
And I was like, she gets raped in Kids, doesn't she? By the kids.
I don't think they don't show. I don't show it.
Yeah, that was.
But there was another movie she did. I'm pretty sure she was nude in it, where she plays like.
She wasn't nude in Kids, but it was just
that was fucked up. That was disturbing, dude.
I forgot what the name of the movie was, but there's another movie.
I want to see her with her Ahsoka Tano do.
What? Rosario Dawson?
Where they're like,
that'll be on Brazzers.
It will be. It will be. Like, wait, what the fuck? I'll click.
Let's see.
Martin, you can hear me now?
Yes, yeah. I think it's better, but it does seem like you're far away. But we'll work with it.
It's weird. I don't know.
It sounds better. Way better.
I don't know if there's anything. I can't find a site. It would probably be Mr. Skins, but we'll move the fuck on. Anyway, the Undertaker has been retired for a year and a half since his final match at the Boneyard match at WrestleMania 36. But he's coming out of retirement. He's going to be featured in the new Netflix movie where the New Day show up at the Undertaker's haunted house.
Yes, it is.
They're trapped in there, and you get to choose the adventure of where New Day will going as they're being hunted down by the Undertaker.
Like
I'm gonna send them back to developmental.
Harley riding Undertaker.
What's
Nah,
that?
he's like the
Undertaker.
dead man. Yeah, dead
dead
man.
man.
Undertaker.
Oh,
It's
he's
going to
gonna
be
get
packed
the
to the
figure.
brim with supernatural challenges, and then it'll be up to the viewers to decide the fate of the three poor souls trying to survive the wrath.
You know what I'm gonna send them to? Developmental. That's what I'm sending back to.
That's the new. One of those guys is the new champion. He just won the belt.
Yes. Now you know why he won the belt.
Plugging the thing.
Yeah, it was plugging the thing probably, and they just want to give AEW some issues because supposedly on the internet people are complaining that there's a lack of diversity in AEW, but WWE is like, we've got back-to-back black champions.
Are they complaining about diversity?
Yeah, they are. So,
I mean, I guess I could see that.
So, okay, I got a question for you, wrestling wise. I've been seeing clips on TikTok of like Kane Otter interviewing people.
yeah.
Okay.
What is that? What show? Like it doesn't. It never says what show it is or what it is. But he the last one I saw, he was interviewing.
First of all, you're talking about the guy who plays Jason.
Yeah, he plays Jason.
Yeah.
But it's also I've seen it also have the one who's the government guy now.
That's Kane. That's Glenn
That's
Jacobs.
original Kane.
I caught that.
It's the same. No, it's the same. Like setup and everything. It's the same show, but they interview like all these people.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know because you said Kane Hodder, and I'm like, that's the guy who plays Jason.
Maybe I messed it up, but
yeah, you did.
Glenn Jacobs.
No,
yeah,
is it? So you're talking about Kane from WWE? Is who you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was interviewing the guy who plays Undertaker. He was also interviewing like Stone Cold. He interviewed a few people on there, I think.
I haven't seen that pop up on my.
I'm seeing it on TikTok.
interwebs.
Like when I scroll through. If I see it again, I'll send it to you, Joshua. See if you can figure it out.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Because it was
if you're worried,
in-depth interview. So
if you're worried about COVID and you want to keep your kids safe, avoid the theaters because Baby Shark is getting its movie in a limited big screen run, October 9th and 10th. So if your kids need more Baby Shark in their world, they're gonna have a interactive movie experience.
Yeah.
The screening of Pink Fong and Baby Shark will be accompanied by an exclusive theatrical release of an animated short film featuring Pink Fong and Baby Shark. I guess Pink Fong is the little Asian child that's on there.
That's kind of racist.
I thought you said Pink Song.
Yeah, that's what
Pink
I thought.
Fong.
What the fuck is he?
Pink Fong. Hold on, because I do not know who the fuck Pink Fong. I'm assuming.
I know there's a pink shark on there. I don't.
Oh, the Pink Fong is, I guess, the music, the South Korean group that makes it.
Oh, that's fun. No.
Yes, we see our knowledge of Disney actresses and Baby Shark stuff is very lacking.
Thankfully, my kids don't give a shit about Baby Shark, so I don't have to worry.
That's
about
why our numbers are down because of our knowledge of Baby Shark. But you know what? Our knowledge is not down about the Matrix 4 trailer got released last week. And we were all super excited to see how it's going to look with our AEW figures.
Sorry.
And we kind of wondered. All right.
That's for Joshua.
And,
go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping the show.
Hey,
So,
you can keep going. I'm changing them in or out. Just keep going.
So Kennedy, who is our biggest, as we use in the wrestling term, and we don't have to explain it like Heels does, he's our resident mark when it comes to the Matrix movies. What is your thoughts of the trailer that just got dropped last week?
It's gonna be interesting. It's either, I mean, a lot of people just say this is a cash grab, and it very well could be. But if they really are trying to do something with the lore, if they're doing something with the canon, and they're making this we're going to see a new series. What we're going to see. This is not just there's a reason they're calling it what they are. So,
well, in the Matrix lore, doesn't it just repeat itself? Is what is happening?
That's exactly what's happening. So, and what you were talking about earlier, it wasn't that Neo was affected in the game. So in the games, the Matrix Online,
not Neo, it was no, because we have a new actor
Morpheus.
playing Morpheus. Yes,
he's not playing Morpheus. He's a new iteration. So Morpheus was murdered in the online game by a masked assassin, and they left it as canon. Everybody thought they were going to take that back, but they didn't. They left it as canon. So Lawrence Fishburne will not be back.
So so you're saying he's playing the title of Morpheus, but he's not the original Morpheus.
He's not playing the title of Morpheus either. He's playing It's very much like the Matrix tried to do a backup of like a shitty backup, if that makes sense. So we're also seeing in the trailer the lady that when she flips and she like breaks the building stuff, that chick, she is going to be the new Neo.
Oh.
So what has happened is the Matrix, everybody knew that he changed it, right? The Matrix is different because of what he did. Actually because of what Agent Smith did. And there's a whole big thing in the community about Agent Smith actually being the one, not Neo being the one. Because Neo just kept repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again, but Agent Smith is the only thing that changed this time. So why wouldn't he be the one? But anyways, so they think that what's going on here is the Matrix tried to restart itself, but they did so in a different way because everything changed. So you're seeing a different Neo, you're seeing a different person whose name we don't know yet. He's not Morpheus, but he's a Morpheus type character who's going to be introducing Neo to the outside world. And what happens is they start to go along the same line of things again, but then they realize, oh shit, Trinity and Neo are still here. So what do we do in a Matrix that has two Neos? So the thing is that we think that because Trinity died, Trinity was fucking dead. So we think that they're going to play it off that Trinity is either a program or that she was assimilated into the Matrix. Like after Neo left her body in the ship, before she like her neurons.
Her spirit is still in the Matrix in essence.
Her brain like neurons, the pathway firing. They think that they downloaded it before it was gone. So
I feel like there's a part in the trailer where they show her getting out of a pod. I feel like
I haven't done a full breakdown yet, but
if you look at it, I feel like there's a part where it looks like Carrie-Anne Moss getting out of a pod that looks brand new, and I feel like I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe cloning is possible.
Actually, Kennedy, that would be a good thing for the YouTube channel if you could do a breakdown and just record it, send it to me. I'll chop that up and
with all the time I have in the world, man.
I know. I'm just saying, if you had to write it out and just recorded it.
If I find the time, I will do it. Yes, I will do a full.
Yeah, because I'll pull the clips and everything. And
so what you're saying, Joshua, is actually not too far off. That's why Neo looks the exact same every single time.
I just like when thinking of like how they were to be able to be brought back into this, given the fact that both of them died. I'm like, the machines probably had like a backup program to clone because they need the bodies, right?
They absolutely had a backup program to clone. That's why Neo was the exact same every single time. The Matrix made everybody. It says that it is an anomaly, but really, and we learn in number 2, and this is why a lot of people hate number 2 and 3 is because they like got a lore dump on them really fucking fast. But we learn really quickly in number 2 that that Neo is a product of the Matrix. He has to be there. He represents the chaotic nature of humans. And so by giving that chaotic nature an outlet, they were able to keep the Matrix going without it failing this time like it had previous generations, where he says, I tried to make the Matrix peaceful, but it didn't work. Everybody revolted against it and stuff like that. So they cloned Neo's body, they cloned Trinity's body, they cloned Morpheus' body every single time. It was just to continue over and over and over again. They needed the bodies to power themselves, but they also needed them to control the Matrix. So what they would do is download their neuropathic connections, your mind, which you've heard about so many times. Black Mirror did a fucking episode about it and everything.
Rick and Morty.
where you can upload your consciousness. And so what they do is they make a copy of that, and then they load it into the new body every single time. It's just what happens. So they think that that's what's going on this time, is that the Matrix tried to restart again, but it didn't get everything right. It changed things because of what Neo and Trinity did. And they aren't supposed to be there, and they are there. So this is kind of like a spirited remake of the first Matrix. I don't know. It's going to be different. If you played the Final Fantasy remake, it's kind of the same thing where, yeah, it's kind of what happened in the original Final Fantasy, but they've changed it. So it's the same thing here where it's kind of what happened in the first Matrix, but they're changing it. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a good watch. I love the direction change. If you notice, they're only Lana is doing the film this time. It's not both sisters now. So, yeah, and it looks completely different. A lot of people said it does. It looks like John Wick meets the Matrix. So
the rest of you guys, you all excited?
I just was like, I'll watch it just to watch it because I watched the first 3. So it's like, it's something you gotta watch. And plus, it's on HBO Max, and I don't have to like pay to see.
I mean, that's how I am. You like, again, the second and third one did not impress me. I love the first one, so I'm kind of waiting to see. Will they bring me back or
the first one? No, they gave time to the first one. They tried to rush way too much stuff in 2 and 3. And
yeah, I remember that. They were like, we're making it back to back. And like, I'm like, oh.
Literally, they filmed them at the exact same fucking time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Were you all one of those that sat for 45 minutes during the credits of the second one to see the trailer of the third one?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I saw the first one in the theater.
I made sure, though. I made sure.
No, it was the second one. After the second one, at the end, they said there's a trailer.
Yeah, I was making
45 minutes of credits.
It wasn't 45 minutes of credits.
No, it was 45 minutes of credits.
No, it wasn't.
Don't argue with me. Matrix, I'm going to look it up now.
I saw the first one in the theater, and when I was there, the fucking film melted. I think I've told you guys this.
Yeah,
the film melted, and I was like, I thought it was part of the movie because I was like, this movie's fucked up. I don't think I've ever finished seeing it. I've never watched Matrix.
I'm pulling up the Matrix Part 2 right now.
Sorry, Kennedy.
Sorry, buddy.
Judgment class, judgment.
My bad, buddy.
Okay, here's the thing. I would challenge you, instead of watching it, pick up the run. And
really? Is the comics pretty good?
Oh yeah. Because it didn't rush anything. You could get through what you needed to get through. And
who the fuck was watching Titans on this shit?
I guarantee if you read the run and then watched the Animatrix, you'd be much more excited.
Who published it?
I don't remember. I don't have my copies anymore. I used to have copies like put up and sleeved and everything, and I think they got lost somewhere in a move.
Sucks. So. All right, guys, in television news, Amazon's gonna be getting a She-Ra live action. So if you're not turned off by the Netflix my God, speaking of He-Man universe, Jesus, the 2 Netflix series just. I mean, the He-Man series was not bad, but it sold me as a He-Man series, and then it was a Tila series is really what it was.
It's empowerment.
And then, oh my God, and then the new one where it's supposed to be Prince Adam and his young and his little cohorts of characters I've never heard of, and they all get powers, and it's like a fucking Oprah Winfrey show. You've got a power, and you've got a power. That looks like some just. We're gonna get a live action.
Everyone in the Masters or in the fucking in Eternia had powers though. So what's wrong with that? Not that I've seen him. I haven't seen him.
I feel like Man at Arms had powers.
He had armor. Yeah, he had armor. But I mean, look at I don't remember. I just remember the toys.
I don't think
they all had a bunch
King
of shit.
Nandor didn't have any fucking powers.
Well, there was like Orko was a wizard.
Well, he was a wizard. He didn't do a good job of being a wizard.
But he was fun, man. I like Orko. That was like, he's fucking dope.
I know, he was fun. He was bad at his job.
Yeah. I mean, Cringer. He would turn from being a little.
But that was because He-Man turned Cringer.
Yeah. Help me think.
And why did Skeletor's? Why does Panther was automatically ready? like he didn't change.
I don't know. Triclops? Wasn't he a good guy? What about the black dude? There was.
What's his name, then? Come on, what's the black dude's name? You're gonna just pull that one out of your hat.
I'm going over some of these figures.
Is this like an episode of Heels right now?
I never. I go from people's names and that was awful. Edit that out, Doc. Nah, leave it in. I'm just joking. I don't know. I don't know. I never got into He-Man a whole lot.
Bobby 85 over here with his knowledge of everything he's doing. But no, it's gonna be a standalone story. It's gonna not be connected to the animated Netflix series. So we'll be getting a live action She-Ra, which they've had a hard time. They were trying to make a live action He-Man. So I don't really know if this is. I mean, it's in development. Who knows if it's even going to happen? We'll have to wait and find out.
I'll stick with the Dolph Lundgren live action He-Man.
No, that was horrible. What are you talking about? It's stormtroopers in that fucking movie.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good, but
it was not good at all. They couldn't even get the rights to Orko. I guess that's why they had that random troll guy.
Right. That's true. Is that what it was about? Was it? That was weird. Skeletor looked like shit.
He did. He was really. I mean,
how do you do a live action fucking Skeletor?
He looked like a real shitty version of Red Skull.
Yeah, like it was like a plastered on. Like it's Frank Langella, which I thought was hilarious when I found this out when I was older. But it looks like someone took like a white mask and just like made it look like an actual skull. Like somebody just fucked up in the research and development department of that movie.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
But Doc, going to your question about the credits, it's about 10 or 11 minutes. But what I'm shocked at, right, is even on HBO Max, they have the trailer for the next Matrix on here.
like right after.
Hold on, I'll show you right now. I'm gonna play it. Like, look at this. This is crazy.
Welcome to Joshua Cribs. Oh,
I
like a random picture. Who's the random
there you
picture?
go. Coming soon.
Look at this. Why would they have this in the thing?
Because it happened at the end of the movie. They had the trailer.
What's the picture of on your wall?
I don't know. That's some random fucking kid that my grandmother had a picture of when I moved in.
Wait, a random child?
You didn't just move in though, Joshua. You've been
I've been there for like 11 years, and that picture's always been there. And like,
have you not questioned the photo of the kid on there?
You don't know who it is?
No.
You
don't know who that is?
Eyeballs when he's fucking working himself. I'll tell you right now.
I don't care. Like, look, there's a picture.
This is why we needed cribs from Joshua's play. It's just the stories that need to be questions that need answers, and
we need to find out who this kid is.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask my grandmother tomorrow.
You've never asked?
Oh boy,
well, she really controls what you put up on your walls, doesn't she? Have you said, "Hey, Grandma, I'm taking this down"? And she's like, "No, you do not."
No, because I don't care that it's up. I don't like.
Like
you see my
garbage Spanish.
I wasn't trying to do Spanish. I was just saying, "No, you do not. No, you do not."
What? Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Like, I don't know why you guys are shocked at this. Like,
shocked. I'm just shocked that there's like a picture there, and it's like at no point in 11 years have you been like, "¿Quién es eso?"
It almost sounds like if Joshua moved into a place and there was already something up there, he would just like, it's there.
That's how I am.
Go to the store and you buy frames instead of not for the frames, but for like the generic picture inside. Like, a family, that's a good looking family. Plop, and just leave it.
Yeah, that could be a long lost cousin. There could be an amazing story there, but you're just like, whatever.
What if that dude ends up just coming out 11 years later and says, "Son, I'm challenging you for the best nephew title"? That could be a nephew. You need to do research. You need to do research.
He can step up to the plate, but he's not gonna get this title, brother.
That looked like a horrible 90s promo with the broken camera and all. Just fucking.
I hate that. I hate that my coworker was right. He's like, "You're gonna do some stupid shit with that belt." I'm like, "No, I'm not."
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
that's awesome. Stupid. Yeah. That's fucking awesome.
I want you to put that title up because it's a fake title. You have. When did you get that?
2 days ago.
Like 2 days
So
ago.
you have 28 days to defend that title, or you relinquish that title. So I better see footage of you taking down a nephew to retain that title, or that title's getting pulled, buddy.
Yep.
If we need to, we'll make this a 24-hour title. Anytime, pins anywhere. Crash Holly will come from the grave and fucking pin your ass.
Oh, he went there. Fucking Doc Martin. He's no shame.
He just walks up to a random cousin and fucking slaps him across the face.
That'd be amazing.
I'll just hit people over the head with the belt and then pin them.
No, what you should do is record you go, hey, tell what your aunt or uncle's name is, and then they say that, and then hit them over the head with it, and then pin them 1, 2, 3. Nephew. But you got 28 days, dude. If you do not defend that title in 28, it's getting pulled. That's the rules.
Start doing on next time you show it on Fracking Nerds in a month.
Yourself like you're on heels.
4 weeks from now, if you end up not defending that title, Doc will start blurring it out like Ric Flair was real world heavyweight champion.
It'll go 24-hour rule. Anybody that sees this man, if you pin him and name your aunt or uncle, you can win the title.
I feel like we're missing
that one was for your Thea Thelma.
Best nephew. But here's the thing there, Chief. Someone's got to challenge me. I don't have any challenges. Best nephew, kid. But someone's got to challenge me. If nobody challenges me, I'm still the champ, baby.
So viewers and listeners alike, if you would like to challenge for this title, believe me now, as of recording, as of the 14th of September, he has 28 days to defend it. And do we no rules here? No holds barred, or do we have rules here?
Brahma Bull matches only.
Oh,
listen. Anybody who tries to come at the chat, they're just gonna lose, baby. So anybody, whatever you want, what type of match you want? A last man standing, submission, I quit. I don't care. I'm still gonna come out on top because I'm the best nephew.
Why were all of his match picks very kinky sounding?
Because he's a weirdo.
He's talking about you. You called out the match.
But he's asking questions. He's like, what type of rules we have for the match? I'm like, whatever, Chief.
That's what I want. I mean, I don't want you to be like, oh, this match does not count. You got DQ'd because
I just said, you said I have to defend it. Well, somebody's got to challenge me. If nobody challenges me.
All right.
Uncle on a pole match.
Remember, if you want to challenge, go to our Instagram page and throw up a challenge. Go to our Twitter handle, throw up a challenge. Go into our Discord, throw up a challenge. We don't feel like he's I think that title was just kind of given to him and not rightfully earned, because I don't feel like he went up against any other nephews.
Haters.
In,
haters.
28 days. 28 days from today. The title has to be put up.
If he's not hating on nostalgia from fucking Blue's Clues or whatever the fuck social media trend is going on, Doc Martin is a hater. But it's all right. Come February, I'm whooping your ass.
I love the Blue's Clues one where people posted the memes and then you just see them like their life is just shit. And they're like, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate the support. I'm glad you're proud of where I'm at.
I've seen those where it's like, hey, look at you in one picture, and the next picture it's like, look how far you've come. And the next picture it's like a chick on a pole. She's like stripping.
Well, the Batman is getting another spin-off series. We're already getting the Gotham police department because we didn't have that in another fucking show. But now we're going to be getting one that's based upon the Penguin. Colin Farrell's character, I guess, is going over really well. So we're going to get a spin-off series about him.
And the gritty crime underbelly of Gotham. That's not going to be presented in the Gotham PD show.
I mean, the second trailer looked really good. Like, it looks like a dark... Like, if they...
Second trailer?
Yeah, there's a second trailer. And it looks like, I mean, somebody's kind of mentioning that it feels like a horror movie, just kind of like there's some shit going, like 7. That's what it kind of has, a 7 feel.
What's in the box?
That's what the director wanted to do.
What's that?
The director wanted to go with that. He wanted like a 7 feel.
And I'm glad they did, because I was hoping that New Mutants was going to have a horror kind of feel. And it was like, nope. We don't know what we're doing with this fucking movie.
When's that movie dropping?
March of 2022. I don't like the March date though. That is not a good release date.
I don't like the Matrix date. I don't think it's a good choice at all.
When is it coming out?
December 22nd.
Ooh.
Isn't Christmas time a good time for movies? No. Is it not?
Well, I think
it's right after the Spider-Man drop, I believe, is the way it's lined up.
Yeah, nobody cares about Spider-Man.
Yeah, but they're gonna get more people watching.
What? I don't think what? You just fucking say that?
Don't listen to him. He has pictures of kids on his wall that he didn't even know who they are.
And as you know, I know unknown kids. That could be a nephew. That
I'm
could
telling you,
change.
he looks at.
He needs to do his research.
I know. Along with that, we're also going to be getting the Suicide Squad spinoff Peacemaker, starring John Cena, and a Green Lantern series that's also be coming out, along with a Justice League Dark series.
I'm excited for that.
I can't get excited for fucking DC anymore. I just can't. I keep getting my hopes up, and then I'm just like, I still fucking hate DC. Like, the only DC that I've
What was the last thing you got
enjoyed is Batman.
Which Batman though?
The Dark Knight trilogy. Like, that's the last one.
Yeah, no, that was Christopher Nolan. I mean, that's an amazing director.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, everything else,
that's
I'm
not
fucking
Patty
hating.
Jenkins kind of Wonder Woman.
And then, like, I kind of evidently, everybody hates me for this opinion, but I kind of liked Will Smith's Deadshot, and I would see a movie like that, but because Deadshot's always like portrayed from my experience, because I don't read the comics, but in video games and stuff like that, he's just like this hard ass fucking fuck everybody kind of situation. But Will Smith gave that character some depth, I think, other than I'm just gonna kill people. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I would watch that fucking movie, but no, everybody hated Will Smith's Deadshot. So
that's not how the character is in the comic books, though.
He was just playing Will Smith.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't read the comic book, so my opinion literally just comes from the video games and movies. But we saw what Deadshot and Green Arrow as well, and once again he was played as
it was a better character in Green Arrow. He's a better character in like the live or the animated series too. If you watch the Suicide Squad, those, yeah, it was Will Smith playing Will Smith. That was a huge problem. And the way that was directed. There's so much fucking problems with that Suicide Squad movie.
Like, Bloodsport was a better character.
But it was the same character, though.
Yeah, but he did a better job, though.
He did. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. I'd still see a movie with Will Smith playing that role.
Doc, I'm not seeing a second trailer for the Batman, so link me to that trailer.
I will send that to you. I will definitely send that to you. And then finally, in TV news, Cops is getting revived again. They got pulled off the air because of negative feelings towards the police officers in 2019. Not sure why.
Wasn't it lawsuits too? Like, they had a shit ton of lawsuits come out against them?
Nah, it was just because cops after George Floyd.
It was because of all that. Yes.
Yeah, it was
because
because
also some. But if you look it up, there were some lawsuits against them because they were hiding footage of cops that had been doing some really fucked up shit.
That might be the other show. It might not Cops.
Live PD.
Live
PD got canceled also during.
They also got caught doing the same thing, because so they went after both of them at the same time. They were like, if you have this footage, you need to turn it over to IA, and they were like, well, we're not going to do that. We're going to destroy it. And so it was the whole fucking thing. Like, it wasn't towards cops.
It's gonna be It's gonna be put on Fox Nation, so obviously they know what they're pushing towards.
Their audience.
It's gonna be on Channel 5.
Their white conservative group that loves cops.
Fox 5.
So,
I noticed that TLC is very conservative. I just want you guys to know that. Like, we see a lot of like right-wing conservative commercials on TLC. Like, stop Joe Biden from doing what the immigrants and all this other stuff. I'm like,
they know their audience that are watching TLC.
I'm like, are we watching Fox News? And like, no, it's TLC. I'm like, what the
fuck? So they've got that, and then there's going to be a ride-along series, 911 on the scene that'll track firefighters and paramedics from across the country. So that's what's going on.
I don't know about that one. How would you do paramedics without violating HIPAA?
Right. Yeah, that's weird.
I would assume this has all been shot and then approved and everything else. Well, last weekend I was at Lexington Con in Lexington, Kentucky. That's just a nice hour or so drive away from here. So
I wish I would have joined you, Doc. I wish I would have joined you. And I was my last weekend before I started Baylor. And I was available Saturday, and I didn't even realize the fucking thing was going on until like Saturday. Well, I had to work Friday, but still.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked for us.
Well,
so
regardless, I wish I knew about it.
And I had a blast. I've got to I got to meet the voice of the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Greg Sips, I think it is. He does Mikey. He also does Beast Boy in the Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go.
That's awesome.
Very nice guy to meet there. He signed my my Funko Pop Turtle Van. Also met the guy who played Tron, who apparently did not like AC/DC music when they were playing it during the signing. So I learned that, and then the guy who played Thad, which that was the one I was super excited about, from Blue Mountain State. Alan, what is it? Richardson. And he was very cool. Also, he plays an asshole on most of the stuff he's on. We talked about Blood Drive, which, if you've never seen Blood Drive on Sci-Fi, it's actually yeah. We talked and we said, what happened? He goes, well, 6 people watched it, and that wasn't enough for Sci-Fi. That's what he said. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
He goes, he was coming from Blue Mountain State to that, and actually his managers talking him out of Blue Mountain State, because they're like, nobody's ever heard of Spike TV and stuff like that. And he goes, I love the idea of the show. I think this will take off, and it did. It blew up and started.
And he fired those managers.
Yeah, I know. They were like, don't be on this thing. And then Blood's the Blood Drive. Yeah, definitely check it out if you ever get on. It's on Sci-Fi. But when I watched it, I was like, this show should not be on Sci-Fi, because I mean, you're almost seeing nipples on this, and the amount of like people getting murdered and killed, and like, this is way adult than what Sci-Fi.
What was the premise of that show?
There is a competition drive where they've got to move throughout the United States, and the United States is a kind of a war path. So there's all these weird, different little stops that they've got to hit, and you're trying to take out the other cars. And this one girl's car runs by blood. That's why it's called Blood Drive. Okay. So as they kill people, they're throwing dead bodies into the car. And
he was like a main character on the show.
He was the main character. Yeah, he was. He was trying to find his daughter, and he was trying to get across the state or the country to get her. So he hooks up with this hot chick to ride in. She's the one. That
I can't believe you said only 6 people watched the show.
That's what he said. He said, well, only 6 people watched it.
I must have happened with Deadly Class too. Me and Doc were the only 2 people that watched it.
Oh God, I love Deadly Class too. Oh my God. That's another show. And then I showed him my meme I created that Josh didn't like because it spoiled Titans for me when the big thing was my fall plans, and then you throw something up like Delta variant of something that fucked up something else.
Even though I knew he was gonna die, I just was like, fuck, I didn't think they were gonna kill him so fast.
No, they killed him off real quick.
They were killing him off.
It's a picture of him as Hawk, and then as Red Hood as the Delta variant. And then to come to find out, he goes, send that on Twitter, because the guy who plays Red Hood, Colin, apparently does not believe in the vaccine. So he thought he got a big kick out of making fun of him and calling him the Delta variant. But otherwise, had a good time. And then one of the big thing that I found out is talking to one of the comic book artists and writers down there. I'm not allowed to say his name, but all you have to do is look up like who were there. If you guys ever seen the Guy Ritchie movie, The Gentleman, Amazon is actually working a deal for a TV series, and I noticed there was no articles on this. But we are actually dropping the rumor news out there.
I just want people to know he was all giddy about this, and he said, "Oh, I got another snippet about an Amazon TV series." I'm like, Jack Reacher, and he's like, "Yeah." I was like,
"No, well, not Jack Reacher." I mean, because we already knew that was, which I always thought was weird that Tom Cruise played the character, and then Alan's like 6'5" or something like that.
See, like if I was there, I would have asked him, like, how do you feel that you're going to be an actual portrayal of Jack Reacher as opposed to Tom Cruise? I don't want to, because he's the version of fucking Jack Reacher that's in the books. So
yeah.
Oh, so I was mistaken. I thought that was the information you were going to tell us about Amazon.
No. It's about the Guy Ritchie. The Gentleman's going to be getting an Amazon series coming through. No, Alan's super excited about it. He was actually happy to be killed off on Titans so that he could take.
Did you see Sting while you were there?
I saw him as I walked by, but like, I don't care.
Yeah,
You
well, I
didn't
was
see
just curious.
Showtime.
Damn.
Woo!
Did you see Tom Welling? Was he there from Smallville?
No, they were apparently a lot of the flights from LA were having problems getting in. So he wasn't there.
I'm looking up everyone who was there.
The guy from Cobra Kai was late.
I saw that dude in Louisville right before Cobra Kai came out.
Hold on, what guy?
The guy who had the
not
evil
Ralph
dojo.
Macchio.
The evil dojo guy.
Yeah, the first evil.
The trainer.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
The master. Okay.
Yeah, and he was outside smoking a cigar, and like I was like, bro, like he was like he was. It would be in the movie. I was like, wow, don't get that light too close to your face. That shit will melt off because that motherfucker looks plastic as all get out, dude. Yeah, it's
He
weird.
does?
Yeah.
I thought he looked
No, he looks plastic in the show, dude. He's fucked up.
Dude, Aaron Gray was
Martin
there?
Cove. It
Martin
was his
Cove.
name.
Yeah.
Oh, so when we're getting Greg's autograph, Chandler Riggs, who played Carl from The Walking Dead, is right next to us, and he doesn't have much of a line or anything else. Stacy just started watching The Walking Dead, so it's all fresh in her mind, like because she's still stuck at home and she can't do anything. And so we're sitting there, and she goes, "Hi, Carl," and I was like, "Oh my god, don't be."
He's like a grown man now and shit. Was Al Snow was there? Did you see Al Snow?
Did he save a kid?
Hey, I was gonna say he saved a fucking kid's life.
I know.
He
I'm not gonna go say hi to Al Snow because I've worked with Al Snow, but he wasn't there when I was actually there.
I was gonna say
Martin
your
would be
buddy's
excited about Al Snow. He fucking knows him.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, and he just made news. It's like an old buddy, like an old work buddy. So like that would be like hey, I'm gonna say line. Would you sign this? Like say what's up.
The week before, he had saved a kid from drowning.
That's awesome.
But where was he at when the other guy was drowning?
I mean, a lot of people have drowned between.
I see what
I
see what you did,
crime time.
You jerk. You fucking douchebag.
I saw Ming Chin on there too, and I was like, man.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was there, man. I just saw today that he was there, and I was like, fucking Ming Chen was there. I was like, dude, I would have went and fucking. And
then for some reason, Young MC, but I was just like,
Young MC was there. Oh my
Young
god,
MC was there.
Dude, that was
who had
awesome.
the longest line? The bullies from Power Rangers had a line that was like almost around the signing autograph.
I don't even know.
Nostalgia, buddy. The fat one and the skinny one, right?
You talking about Vulcan
Yep,
Skull?
that's what it was. Yep.
I've never seen one episode of Power Rangers.
Because you are cool.
Man, class, like every time I like you, and then we get on here, we start talking to you, and it's like, all of this shit.
Dude, like Power Rangers came out like.
Power Rangers came out after we were starting to get into high school and college.
Like in '92, I got my license.
Hold on. When was you born, Martin?
I was born in '75.
Okay, 75. So you would have been 16 when Power Rangers came out?
So
yep.
Yeah, it's about right. Yeah, because I was like 14.
What? I'm gonna put it to you like this, Kennedy, because I'm gonna use a friend's line. Remember that episode when they were all hyped because Gandalf, their friend, was coming? Remember that episode? And they told Joey, like, oh my God, Gandalf is here. And he's like, who the hell is Gandalf? And he's like, oh, he's Gandalf the wizard from The Hobbit. Don't you know anything about The Hobbit? He's like, no, I was too busy getting laid. That's Chris Class.
Yeah.
Don't say it wasn't Martin. I thought you were gonna say no.
So this is how I felt about Power Rangers. I'm not gonna take the I saw them. It's just like watching Beast Wars. I felt they were a mockery of the original Transformers, and then I see them, and I'm like, I had this. This is Transformers. This is fucking Voltron. This is, and then when you watch it and you see skinny Asian guys fighting, but then when they take off their helmets, I'm like, that's a buff black guy. That doesn't look like the guys you have running around.
You know what? That was budget saving. You shut your mouth.
Oh, I know what it was. Yeah,
but you know what? I like when I would get home from school and shit, I would still watch cartoons. Like I still watch Ninja Turtles. I watch fucking Rescue Rangers. I love that shit. I like DuckTales.
I watched
I like certain things, but I never got into. But like I loved old Godzilla movies, so it's not like that cheap budget looking, fake looking shit. I love that stuff, but I just never got into Power Rangers. I don't know why, man. I don't know why. I couldn't get into that.
Knowing the things that you like, Power Rangers was very much that clean, prim and proper kind of show. It didn't go dark until later on.
Yeah.
So yeah, like season 2 and 3, like you get into it, dude. Like Tommy is an evil person that Rita brought in, and he fucking murders people, and like it gets dark. But that first like season, 2 seasons was so in that whole era of that drug-free shit they were always pushing on us and shit. Is that same timeline. So yeah, if you weren't really into that shit, then
nah, man. I would even wake up early. I had to wake up. I remember I had to be, I don't know, catch a bus, or excuse me, whatever, at like 7:20. So I'd wake up at like 7. But I would wake up at like 6:30 to watch G.I. Joe. Like in high school. Like I would wake up early because I loved that. Or it was shit I liked, but Power Rangers just never did it for me.
That's the one problem I had. Well, multiple problems with Stranger Things that first season when she's sitting at home while he's at school and she's flipping through the channels and He-Man pops up. I was like, fuck you, that shit would not be on, because who are they showing it for? There's no kids that are going to be watching He-Man at like 12, 1 o'clock.
Right, that's weird. That's
okay. I remember Fox Kids, when you got home from school every day, it was Fox Kids. I remember the first day that they cut that shit off the air, I was like devastated, because I would come home every day. Now, mind you, I'm a little younger than you guys, so for me it was Digimon and
a little younger. You're like 3 years younger than me, Chief.
And I don't know anything about Pokemon.
Right. Yeah. So for me, so when I came home from Fox Kids, it was like Digimon and then reruns of DBZ, stuff like that.
Big Guy and Rusty.
I never got into Dragon Ball Z.
I wasn't watching that. Again, I was watching the
X-Files. Yeah, we got it.
I never watched X-Files.
I couldn't get into X-Files either.
Me either.
I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch, it was one episode of Beast Wars every morning and one episode of Sailor Moon before I would go to school every day.
Huh. Right on. I never even got into Beast Wars because I was like, what the fuck? This isn't my Transformers.
No, that's exactly why. I was like, this is a mockery, a fucking Generation 1. We didn't lose Optimus Prime, so you could bring a fucking monkey back to this fucking thing.
Yeah, and the animation wasn't the Japanimation. It was all digital.
No, it was the shitty CG bullshit.
Yeah, wow, and it was like in the 90s. Wow. It was in the 90s.
My Transformers!
Yeah, it was in the 90s before they had the CG shit like really well done. Like
it
looked very like Max Headroom kind of, and I was like,
very blocky. Like PlayStation 1 type of graphics.
Yeah.
You don't see those flags around where it says like Biden, not my president, or whatever.
Yeah.
We need to get one of those.
Beast Wars, not my Transformers.
Yeah, we need to get one of those from Martin just hanging in the
background. It's funny because I have a coworker at my job who is about the same, a little bit older than Martin in class, and he loves Beast Wars. Like he just has the whole entire DVD, Blu-ray set, everything, and he's excited they're gonna make a movie.
It might be
a guy that like was really into Transformers through its Michael Bay Transformers.
No, he wasn't into like I never heard him talk about Transformers until like I'm assuming Beast Wars was towards the end when I started the job, but he would just talk to me about Beast. He bought the game. He's like, oh, that game sucked on fucking PlayStation. Like I was just like,
Beast Wars came out when I was like in high school and college.
Yeah,
high school for me. I remember that.
I don't know. It may have had crappy graphics, but the storyline was fucking good. Like,
yeah, it may have been awesome.
There was betrayals and shit. And Rat Trap was actually my favorite fucking character out of the whole thing. So,
I remember that one fucking big ass beast of a creature that they fucking Megatron had a spark and would control it. Like, I'm gonna kill you.
And like, clearly, I love Transformers. I mean, like, but
it's Gen 1.
That's Gen 1.
Gen 1.
I mean, I have a few things like Springer. He may have been Gen 1. I don't remember. But like, I got some. But yeah, you won't find one. The only dinosaur you're gonna find is Grimlock, that motherfucker. So you'll find the Dinobots, but Beast Wars, all that shit.
Gen 1 to me felt like G.I. Joe with fucking robots. Like,
Springer's exactly. That's what was great about it.
Springer's Gen 1.
Yeah, Springer is Gen 1. Okay, good. Looking out.
Yep.
Yeah, like I don't know. I didn't like G.I. Joe.
Oh God, how dare you!
So I didn't fucking like the first Transformers. But when Beast Wars came out, Beast Wars came out, I was all over it. I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, as we continue on and everybody reminiscing about their favorite Transformers, Hawkeye trailer got dropped this week also, and looked pretty entertaining. I feel like they're running with the Matt faction. storyline. So if you've not picked up that, check it out. Either go buy it or Marvel Unlimited has it right now. So yeah, which if you don't know, it's yes.
So are we going to go to like breaking into the trailer now?
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yes.
So I guess I'm confused because his family came back. He just wasn't doing that shit. He wasn't doing Ronin anymore. He was just like, yeah, whatever, just fucking drop it now.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going with? Like,
well,
that was
comics,
the whole reason.
He just buy. So
no, I mean I get that, but like it's in his blood at that point. Like
no, because he stops. He's like his family comes back because the reason why
he's not Ronin anymore. She's taking on the Ronin identity.
I get.
Which
well,
I thought
he
was
doesn't know
weird.
that she's.
I thought that was
like
really weird too. Yeah.
Because that's why he hangs back. That's why he sends his family because like I got to figure out who the fuck this is. So like, but yeah, I mean he would have left the power vacuum. You think he spent the last fucking 5 years just murdering lowlifes, and then all of a sudden all of the other lowlifes come back from the reverse snap, and he's just like, we'll let somebody else handle it. Fuck it.
No,
well, no, because you got to think about it. If somebody's using that identity of Ronin, which a lot of the Avengers know who Ronin is, and they've done multiple comic stories where Ronin is doing some shit, and he's got to figure out who the fuck's doing it to shut him down because it's being a bad reflection on him.
And plus, nobody knows he was Ronin in the MCU.
I don't know, man. I just feel like as a dad, like he's got it in his blood now for the last 5 years. He's like, you didn't deserve to live. If my family didn't live, you don't deserve to fucking live. And he's just murdering. He's murking them just all over the fucking place.
He was a murderer before that.
But he was a murderer for hire before that. He was fucking these people up just for the fun of it because he didn't think they deserved to live. So what I'm saying is, it's like he knows that how bad this underworld is. He's been fucking murdering them for 5 years. His family comes back, and he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna let things be. I'm not gonna try to make the world any better anymore because my family's back now. So I'll just spend time with them instead of making sure the world's safe for them.
Because I guess his world is better now.
Yeah, his world is number one, his world is back, and number two, Shield is dismantled. He doesn't work for Shield anymore. He was an agent of Shield.
Shield was dismantled before that.
Yeah, but his family got murked during the snap. The Shield got disbanded when? At the end of Civil War?
No, before that, wasn't it?
No, it was after Civil War because the snap killed his family, right?
Yeah.
So after Civil War,
Shield was
it was disbanded in Civil War.
Yeah. Was it Civil War itself?
Yeah, I think so.
Winter Soldier.
Like
it's either
Winter Soldier when it went down.
It went down in Winter Soldier.
It was Winter Soldier, so it was before Civil War.
Okay, and then after that, he's like, I'm retired. I came out of retirement, and during Civil War to help him, he loses his family. So basically, he was living a good life. He was retired after Winter Soldier, and he loses his family, and he's like, I'm gonna go on this murderous rampage. Family gets brought back. I'm back to normal. I'm retired again. I mean, the fucking trailer takes place in Manhattan, New York. I guess they're on vacation. So I understand what you're trying to say, but I think he was just like, my family's back. I can turn that switch off. He was a fucking assassin.
I think he's working for Sword now. So
no, because we haven't established Sword yet in the cinematic universe.
I think Hawkeye is going to establish Sword.
I doubt.
But
I think Sword is already there. Sword is the one who's basically then who's fucking running all the ops for WandaVision and stuff?
That's what I'm saying. I would have said Sword would have been there if they would establish it at the end when she tells the girl, like, hey, let's go up. We got Nick Fury wants to meet you up there. So I'm assuming Sword gets started either during Secret Invasion or something else, but I doubt that it's established right then and there.
But I mean, it doesn't make sense for Hawkeye to be with Sword because they're more of extra.
They're the cosmos and stuff like that.
Yeah. So the Hawkeye seems a bad choice for Sword.
Shield's not on the ground anymore. So wouldn't Sword fucking just take over their place as blocking? I mean, because we know they're talking about Sword because they're talking in WandaVision. They say that we've got a team up in space that we can't find.
Yeah, because it understands with Monica. Monica would make sense to be up with Sword.
So I don't know. Then who would he report? Or he's just doing it for his own fucking.
I in the comics he's just kind of retired, living up in this apartment complex, and he's dealing with the thugs that own it, that are trying to kick people out so they can raise the rent.
Was that Russian, whatever the thing is?
Yeah, you could tell there's connections with that. And then he meets this girl like Katie, who's a big Hawkeye fan and wants to learn from him. And he's just like, I got time for you.
This is pre Young Avengers or post Young Avengers?
Yeah, pre Young Avengers.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah.
Like I was explaining, I was explaining that to my coworker. He's like, "Who is this girl?" I was like, "Well, she's a part of this group called the Young Avengers, you know." And she's like, "Well, what's her superpower?" I was like, "Well, she's a really good gymnast." And he's like, "Well, how did she become like a Hawkeye type girl?" I was like, "Well, she got raped in the Central Park, and she decided to fight back and learn how to fight like Hawkeye." He's like, "That's not going to be on the show." I was like, "I don't know, bro. It might be."
I don't think. Well, I mean, it could if they're trying to. Like, I don't think she gets raped, so she probably gets attacked.
No, she gets raped, bro.
But no, I'm saying they'll probably just have her get attacked in Central Park.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is before she didn't join up with them. This is way before all that.
Wait, so when did that Hawkeye series come out? Was it? Because I'm confused. I don't remember.
Not out yet.
No, I'm talking about the comic book series there, Chief.
Oh, I'm about
Mad Faction.
Yeah,
2015 maybe.
So that came out after Young Avengers.
But she might not have been a part of that group.
Yeah.
Comic wise, it came out after way
after
2012.
2012. Okay.
So yeah, it came out after Young Avengers.
Young Avengers dropped around the same time, maybe 2010.
No, before that, because I stopped collecting comic books when I moved in with my grandmother. That was 2010. I have like the first
weird children on your wall. You didn't need to collect them anymore. You can figure out that shit.
No, because I can't fucking take up the space. You know what? Fuck all of you, and fuck you picking on stuff like
Young
that.
Avengers was 2005.
There you go.
Wow.
Okay. I told you.
I just looked it up. It said that Clint Barton died in the comics, so they brought her in to take his protege in 2005.
No, because she honors his memory because he died during Disassemble, or she erased him. She erased him during Disassemble, right, class?
Wow,
no, wasn't it House of M where she erased him?
House of M. House of M was when Wanda.
He comes back in House of M. She erases him in Disassemble.
Oh, I don't remember, man. I don't
remember.
If I'm not mistaken, because I remember it. If anybody knows it better, please correct me. He gets erased or he gets killed during Disassemble. When she brings back the mutants after House of M, he comes back, but he has amnesia. He doesn't remember much. That's why he becomes Ronin, because he becomes Ronin in New Avengers.
Let's see.
That's right. Joshua Caraballo, secret nerd comic book guy.
Well, while you guys look that up, I'll talk about.
Yeah, he's correct.
Yeah. Avengers disassembled casualties. Yep. Agatha Harkness and Vision, Clinton Barton.
Yep,
they're all on there.
I'll hold up my title belt just to say best comic book knowledge person too. Hold on, let me do the Kyle O'Reilly.
Wait, does it got your name on the side of there too?
Yeah, it says happy birthday, Josh.
So as soon as you lose, we have to change those plates out.
No, you just put like a piece of tape over it and put the person's name.
All right, so yeah, if you want to kind of get up on it, Matt Factions Hawkeye is a really good read. It's a great story, but it looks like they're taking a lot of the story from there.
What's it with comic book writers doing like fucking like people trying to like get moved out of their apartments? That's like a Deadpool issue where Deadpool has to help this old lady get the money to pay for her apartment or she's gonna get kicked out, and he winds up killing.
A lot of them live in New York and stuff, so they know what it's like to struggle.
I don't think it was a New York apartment, but it just winds up with him and the guy that he was fighting killing the landlord, and I thought that was fucking hilarious.
That's funny.
So September's Sony's PlayStation show. Oh, sorry, Kennedy. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna talk more about the Hawkeye thing. We just kind of.
It's really the biggest. The biggest thing is it is. If you read the Matt Faction story, that's kind of looks like where they're leading to, where he's training Katie.
What do you think about this Haley Steinfeld playing the girl? She was okay in Bumblebee, and she played Gwen Stacy in Into the Spider-Verse. So she's kind of already in the world. But
I think she fits the character. She looks like the character.
She looks like her a lot.
Yeah.
They
were talking about her being the part before it got announced.
Oh yeah, she was doing the Garfield. Like, no, I'm not Cat. No, she said she got the part, and they're like, shut the fuck up. That's what happened, right? Okay.
What were you saying, Kennedy?
No, like I since I don't read the comic books, I don't know if they do good castings, and I know there's a lot of times when they'll put somebody in a role, but they don't look exactly
she
like
looks
her.
like Katie
Not even
Bishop.
exactly like the fucking.
She looks like Kate Bishop a lot.
Yeah.
You know, when I first saw the trailer, though, I thought it was the chick that played Anya from Umbrella Academy, and then it like flashed up closer, and I was like, oh shit, it wasn't her. But
you thought Ellen Page looked like
only from Umbrella Academy, not from.
And how are they going to do that without? Can somebody explain that to me? What are they doing there with? It's like Elliot Page shows up. I'm like, you got a cock now, people. What's going to happen? I'm not Vanya. I'm
Vince. I'm Vance. Vance.
Like, how are they going to do that?
Well,
they got to recap.
Like her sexuality or her like just completely changed when they went back to the future. Marty,
I don't even know. Now. I don't know how it ended because I just lost interest. It's like, yeah, this is boring now. But they
show up in the Sparrows or the new group.
It's the new group is there.
So they said that they're not gonna. Whatever they support the decision and the character's gonna stay. He's playing the role. And I'm like, well, I guess they're gonna make.
But it's crazy because there are other movies and stuff and TV shows where you're not allowed to cut your hair, you're not allowed to shave your mustache. Like My Name is Earl. Like Jason Lee had to keep that mustache on for the whole run. Was never allowed to trim it. But Elliot Page gets to chop off her titties, and they're like, we're fine with that.
Let me ask you a question.
Who does?
Elliot Page, formerly Ellen Page.
Let me ask you a question, though, Doc. What year did My Name's Earl came out?
That was probably early 2000s.
All right, that was back in the day when things weren't as progressive as they are now. So,
are they progressive?
Hell yeah, Chief.
Except for this
2005. So right when Young Avengers came out, My Name is Earl came out.
There you go. And then it was
this
like,
Ellen Page is getting a sex change.
It already happened, dude. Look up Elliot Page.
Really?
Look up Elliot. Yeah, Elliot
where
Page.
you been at the last year?
I don't even
saving lives, Doc.
I don't even know who this person is.
We talked
Elliot
about this.
Page. He was in her. He was in Juno.
Kitty Pryde.
I never watched Juno. It looks like the same. Like the sex changes. She got a hat. Like
no.
Looks like
there's a picture without a shirt on where he's cut.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's weird.
Wow,
that's I didn't.
Oh,
even,
that's
didn't even,
weird.
Well,
why would she do that?
No, I didn't know. I don't know anything about this one. I'm not saying like it's.
Class goes out to the bar at play one night and comes home. They get a little undressed, and he's like, "Oh, that's weird."
Hey, man, I saw Boys Don't Cry, man. I don't want another situation.
Which the funny thing is like Why the Last Man just came out, and they bring that up in season 2, or not season 2, episode 2, where I corrected myself. Do what?
Explain this whole I didn't watch it yet, but like
no, there's a group of like I guess survivors, and the main sister of the Y guy has a friend, and they're about to head out of New York, and one of them, when you see like all the guys are dead, and then one's a guy that's in the group, and you're like, well this guy's still alive, but her brother's still alive, so maybe it's picked. And then they're like, yeah, see, now people are asking me, like, because all guys are dead, I have to explain to them every time that I'm a different person. I don't have the Y chromosome.
That's not a big thing. Like, I don't think that's any like controversy.
No, it's not controversy, but it is an interesting aspect where if all men have died and all of a sudden you see a guy walking down the street, you're going to be like, what the fuck?
You were born a woman, but now you're a man. Okay, there you go. It's not that. Like, unless somebody on the show is making a big stink about it, I don't see that.
Again, if you lived in a world where you didn't see men, that you knew they were all dead, and all of a sudden you see a guy, you got to start questioning that. And every little faction is going to question that. I don't think
that's a bigger.
You think they're just going to be like, oh, because we got these transgender people now, so those are not Y chromosomes.
Yeah, there you go. Or unless God played a practical joke on you, like, are you a hermaphrodite? Like,
What about the hermaphrodite people? Boy, they got fucked, didn't they? They're like, or did half of them die? Like, what happened? Who knows?
Yeah, there you go. See?
No, I just thought it was interesting they brought that up. Like,
I took it the wrong way then because I'm like, why? Like, I don't think anybody cares. Like,
no.
So real quick, going back to that Ellen Page thing, she played
Elliot Page, buddy.
Elliot Page, whatever.
Elliot.
Dead name
before it had the
identify her gender.
Before he cut off, like had the sex change.
Canceled.
Yep.
She played as a girl in a series, and now the series is continuing, and they're just switching her to a dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so
I don't know.
Hold on. Yeah, we don't know that, but they said moving forward, they support the decision of Elliot, and he is still going to be on the show.
Oh,
now we talked about this on the show, and I said they're going to go one of two ways, but they're going to back themselves into a corner. If Elliot decides to play as a man playing a woman, then they kind of back themselves into a corner in the essence that, wouldn't you want the character to be portrayed as a woman? Because don't you get upset when trans people play roles that are supposed to be by trans people? Because they make a big stink about that, right, Doc? Or
yes,
you just go, okay, we're just gonna make the character trans, which totally rewrites the whole fucking comic book. And what?
Coach, they already lined it up because she was trying to date that mom, so
she was very male-ish in that second season.
But
I've never seen Umbrella Academy, and I don't know anything about Ellen, Elliot Page, or anything.
But here's the thing, though.
That's interesting. They're going to keep doing. I mean, let her still
whichever
get,
way
let him
they
still
go,
get paid, whatever.
But the character, I agree because you said, the character was being portrayed very mannish. But I think that's because that's how, at the time, Elliot was. If you see, like when she came out and started progressing, she became more mannish, and then she makes the transition to being a man. I think during the filming, they were like, we're just gonna make the character gay, even though the character wasn't gay in the comic books. Now it's like, well, do we make the character trans?
We don't know what the character was in the comic books. They didn't cover relationships too well, other than
she number 8 and Vaughn number 8. The
rumor.
Yeah, it was like a love triangle.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I guess that's never happened in like a series before. Like
other than that, though, they didn't really portray. Like they didn't portray what's his name as being gay. They didn't. So that's all part of the show. The comic book didn't portray that.
I'm just saying that the source materials, like if you're basically changing how the characters represented it. God, why do I keep saying that? The representation of the character is one set way, which is not a problem. But now you're going to switch it if you go moving forward with that. Like Vanya is going to become Vance. Is that going to happen? Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
It very well could. I mean, it's a very progressive show. So
there you go. So
it's interesting. Has that ever happened in the show before? Like that just?
Oh, I don't think so.
Sound like
Rocco's Modern Life.
I don't know.
On you don't remember this, Doc? We talked about
I didn't watch Rocco's Modern Life.
So the frog boss character?
No, I don't know this character.
Okay, so
I know of the characters, but I don't know who this frog character.
And Rocco's Modern Life. I thought it was a frog. It's not his friend's the turtle.
Oh.
Is his friend the turtle? Okay, yeah.
Okay, so he has like a frog boss, but he had a son character. So when they did the Netflix show, the friend comes back, but is as trans. He transitions to a woman, and they're like, "Woo!" So that's one show I know.
Frog Lady is what you're saying, right?
I'm sure it's been in shows. But anyways, let's move.
The name.
This is not where I thought we were going to go when I was talking about the Hawkeyes.
All right, let's move on.
You haven't been on the show very long.
Bringing up earlier, Sony September PlayStation Showcase had a lot of games that they were showing off.
Oh yeah,
I think the biggest ones were the God of War Ragnarok, where Loki needs to know what he is and who he is. I'm Loki, but what does that mean?
I'm a whiny little bitch.
I know.
Loki means you're gonna have sex with a horse. So like.
Also, I know everyone was super surprised when GTA 5 was shown on the PS5.
Oh, good. A remake of a game that got remade like fucking 5 times already.
And speaking of a game,
Skyrim weeks ago.
An old game that nobody was really talking about, but Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is getting a PlayStation 5.
No, that was
Filled up.
a big talk about. They've been Coder got brought to Game Pass, and people were like losing their shit over it. They were like, "This is awesome. We need to redo this." So that's where the hype came for that. So,
but the ones everyone was super excited by is the new Wolverine, but they didn't show any like game footage. They just made by the same company that's done the Spider-Man series. It's going to be also connected into the Spider-Man world, and Spider-Man 2, which it sounded like it was Craven, not our Craven that we talk about. Craven's voice is in the trailer, and then at the very end, as we lose Joshua.
Oh, my battery's dying. Hold on.
Yeah. So we're losing him. But it's saying that Craven looks like he's looking, which makes sense. He's looking for that somebody to challenge him. And at the end of the trailer, you hear this voice that comes out. It says, "We'll challenge you," or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it's Venom, which they kind of tease. There were talks of Venom coming into the first game as an expansion, but it never happened. It looks like Venom may be a playable character in the Spider-Man 2.
I'm gonna go where I left off with Doc, just to say I believe it's Craven because it's talking like Craven, and that is Venom, and I hope Venom is a playable character because if not,
camera. Can you adjust your camera for me?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's like
is that better?
That is
better. Also, real quick, that is Candyman's voice as Venom, so that's pretty fucking
yeah.
cool.
He actually posted that video on TikTok where he was talking about that.
Like the original Candyman or the new Candyman?
The original Candyman.
Brad Armstrong.
Todd.
Oh, never mind.
So I would be interested to play a game as Venom, but it's going to have to change from what they have the Spider-Man game now currently playing as. I think it would have to almost play more like Prototype did, or any of those games, Infamous, Second Son, all those. It would have to be a little different.
Why?
It'd have to be more fluid. If you're playing as Venom, it's going to be more fluid than what Spider-Man is.
No, I'm sure they'll have
combative. Wouldn't it be cool if they do it like GTA, where you could switch and those characters are in different part of the world or part of New York?
Yeah, that would be.
And you do missions based upon, again, like GTA. Like, so if you switch to Venom, Venom could be doing something, and then you're taking control, trying to work with Venom.
Here's how I see it, because given the fact that part 1 ends with that end credit scene, we know or we can guess that Venom is going to be Harry Osborn. He's not going to be Eddie Brock.
Like in the Ultimate Spider-Man series.
In the Ultimate Spider-Man series. The cartoon, not the comics.
Yeah, the cartoon.
But I feel like you're gonna have like this boss battle between Craven and like Craven will be like the first main boss, but then you have to deal with Venom. But eventually I do think DLC will come out and we'll get a Venom part, because I think Venom has to be the villain. They have to set it up that Venom's the villain. But I wouldn't be surprised. They have to make him playable. I know. I that's what I said on fucking Facebook when I saw it.
Do you not think Miles will be playable?
I feel like Miles can be what you said, where it's either you could switch as Miles or Peter. But then when the game is completed and they come out with downloadable content, they have to make Venom playable. Like that game is not going to work.
If they made Venom playable, would they not in that same DLC just make Carnage the bad guy?
No, because I don't think given the fact that Carnage is introduced a different way in the comic books, I don't even know if we had an Ultimate Carnage. I would have to do my research. I think we did.
There was.
I don't know there was? Okay.
I'm pretty sure there was.
But if this is successful, then we get a Venom game as well. So that's why I'm really hopeful.
In the Ultimate series, the Venom cells rapidly overtake Spider-Man and then transforms him into Carnage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we didn't even have a Cletus Cassidy. I got to but yeah, that's
transferred to him.
So that's what the DLC is you switch over and start playing as Venom, and Spider-Man gets taken over.
Oh, so the Ultimate. Well, this is the video game. Hold on.
Carnage was originally the Venom cells rapidly. Oh, what Doc said. We Googled the same thing.
I remember playing that PlayStation 2 game, and I just fucking stopped playing. I don't know why I stopped. Hopefully,
like in the very beginning, Black Widow's in it, and she's like is training you and shit.
I think so because it's based off the Ultimate Universe, and I spent a lot of money on it, and I still have it. I think I gotta find it in my storage, but I think I still have it.
I still have the one for the PlayStation 1. That was my favorite Spider-Man game.
Maximum Carnage? Is that what it was?
No, that was for Super Nintendo.
That was Super Nintendo, yeah. That was a good
I had
game.
that on my little emulator thingy.
That was a fun game.
Yeah, that's on it. I got the codes and everything.
That's dope.
Dude, this fucking thing. Why is it blurring it out? What the fuck?
Oh, censored.
Background.
Copyright. We can't show it.
Yeah.
This thing's fucking killer, dude. So it plays everything from fucking 2600 up to PlayStation. So yeah, like
really,
it's fucking yeah.
All on a Game Boy.
All on a Game Boy, dude. I fucking bought it off Amazon, and you can see it has triggers in the back. Yeah.
What's it called? How much?
It's the Retro FW. I'll send you a link, class, because
we're not sponsoring the Retro Arc.
But yeah, this thing's fucking killer.
Better than a fucking GDX that I paid like fucking $150 for.
Or the what was the one rapper who came out with the gaming system?
Oh, Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy, yeah.
That guy literally needs help because he's like literally going off the rails, and it's fucking hilarious.
It's a mess. All right, well we've done a lot of talking today, so we'll go ahead and we'll bring this show to a close. We'll start off with you know what? I was gonna give the title boy a shot first, but we'll end with the title boy. So let's go with our own Craven. What did you learn this week?
I learned that our world got a little bit sadder today because Norm Macdonald passed away.
That's what I was gonna say.
So rest in peace, Turd Ferguson. One of my favorite stand-up comedians of all time. Not just stand-up comedians, but like when you had all those like late night talk shows, one of the just wittiest and funniest and just dry sense of humor. Like he was I love me some Norm Macdonald, man. And that's fucking sad.
Dirty Work was one of my favorite movies.
Dirty Work was so good. So good, man. Yeah, his run on SNL, he was always like the same kind of character, no matter what. It was, but it was awesome, man. He was great. So,
hey, class, how can they learn more about you?
Follow me on Instagram if you want, Craven the Toy Hunt. But I haven't.
We're excited.
I know I need to start pumping more shit out, but maybe now that I'm home 5 days a week, I need to start. I was just thinking I need to start fucking doing more shit. I went out hunting all day today. I didn't film shit. I will though.
Yeah, there's no point if you're not going to film it.
Well, I mean, it's to add more shit. So I mean, that's the point. But I need to start filming some more. I have footage. I just need to quit being a slack ass. I will.
Right. Did you tell everybody where they find you?
Instagram. At Craven the Toy Hunt.
Thank you. All right.
My personal shit. Fuck off.
Yeah.
You guys can follow me. Everyone else, that shit's on private.
We do follow them.
I know.
All right. Kennedy, what'd you learn this week?
Fucking class took mine, man.
You can still say rest in peace to him. Huh?
Yeah, rest in peace, Norm. Like he was a big part of my childhood, and fucking. Whether it was an Adam Sandler movie, Saturday Night Live, Dirty Work was one of my favorite movies. Yeah, he was a funny guy, and I loved how he would tell people off, but in like the slightest fucking way.
Yeah,
he would act like he was dumb, and then they would say some shit, and he would just fucking retort to them. Man, he was great with hecklers, and he was a good guy.
He was on Howard Stern once, and he talked about. I guess there's a rumor saying he had a huge hog, and he was saying, he's like soft. I'm like 6 inches. And he said, but when I would get hard, it would just get hard. So it wouldn't grow anymore.
Oh,
so it was
he wasn't 6. A grower.
Oh, he was always 6 no matter what. It would just went from that to like that, and it would just and that was it. Went from fucking 6 to 12, but it didn't go to 12. It went 6 to 6.
If you ever do research on Norm Macdonald, he was notorious for the way he would do jokes. Is he would actually set up the punchline before giving the joke. So go back. You'd always give the punchline and then tell the joke, and it always hit. If you've never watched Norm Macdonald, but he's very dry.
He is.
He's very dry. And then if you ever watch him do like comedy roast, it's like his humor just usually doesn't fit for most people. Not like it's bad. It's just like he wants to tell bad jokes.
Yeah.
For the reaction that you're gonna give him.
I think one of the funniest ones I heard, and I'll have to see if I can find the video, but was of him doing a aristocrats joke, and it was just so fucking ridiculously long.
Yeah. Dude, he was so fucking funny.
He was one of those people they call the comedian's comedian. So.
Oh yeah. And if you've never seen Aristocrats, check that out. It's a documentary series about this joke that has to finish up with saying it's called Aristocrats, but you tell the most dirtiest, filthiest thing that this family does, and all comedians have that joke, and it's supposed to just you want to trump the next comedian. Check out the documentary. It's very good.
It's like, and isn't Louis C.K. on that video? So I'm talking some shit too, and then it's like, I didn't see him being a fucking dirty old man. Like, yeah, you did. Everybody did.
Hey Kennedy, how can they follow you?
Facebook, Discord. I'm pretty active on there. Not so much on ours, but I'm getting there. Right now, I'm boring as fuck. I share a lot of pictures of my kids. So
that's not boring. That's good. It's setting life events and everything else. All right, and finally, the guy from the East Coast, the best nephew, not the greatest nephew. And there's that Court of Owls over there on the left.
Oh, nobody's supposed to see that. I'm a part of the secret group.
not the count.
Count of owls. One. Two owls.
But the rating champion for at least the next 28 days, the best nephew. Right now, best nephew. One-time champion. Just one-time champion.
And that's all I need, baby, because no one else is taking this belt from me.
So Joshua, I guess he learned he is the best nephew ever.
Actually, no, I learned this week that a coworker actually thought video games still consist of 3 lives, and then once you lose your 3 lives, you're done.
What game were they talking about?
We were just talking about video games at lunch, and he was just like, "Man, fuck, I can't fuck with video games because then you only get fucking 3 lives, and that's it." And I was like, me and another coworker looked at him like, video games have advanced far beyond that point, right?
That motherfucker, the last thing he played was Super Mario. Goddamn.
That dude, that's the type of dude that every video game, they're all Nintendo, no matter what.
Yep. What's the one game where you die all the time? What's it called?
Hades.
Not Hades, no, the one. What's that?
Call of Duty?
Like Bloodborne or Dark Souls or
Dark Souls, where it's like it's so hard that you're just gonna die every time. Like
when I started playing that, I guess because I played Bloodborne before I played Dark Souls, I wasn't dying a lot. I just was just like, yeah.
Yeah, no, because Bloodborne fucking drove it into you what you needed to do.
Yeah. But yeah, that I told him too. I was like, I'm putting this on the podcast, so just so you know. He's like, okay. But yeah, that's what I learned. And if you want to reach me and see me bitch and moan about stuff on Twitter, you can follow me at Green Eyed Bebop. And if you want to see me post video clips of TV shows that I watch and I think cool moments like What We Do in the Shadows and Heels, follow me on my Instagram. Same thing, Green Eyed Bebop.
Yeah, he talks a lot about Heels. He'll complain that he won't watch Titans, get caught up, but he'll watch every episode of Heels and
I need to watch Heels.
90 Day Fiance. Heels is good.
I'll
oh my God,
Titans.
he is. I watch it just losing my mind going, this guy's fucking his business up. He is.
Yeah.
Last episode, everybody went into business except for one guy who was about to go into business for himself, but decided not to. Everybody else went into business for himself.
Oh, that was another cool thing. The guy who's complaining about not getting a shot and being the focal point, once he sees the crowd is cheering for him, he gets fucking stage fright. And he's like, nah, I'm not doing it. And I was like, he can't handle the pressure of being in the top spot.
No, he can't. He'll never get
pushed. That meant whoever was managing it knew what the fuck they were doing then.
I don't know, because he does acknowledge the fact that he goes, look, I want to give you your shine, but right now I got to do other stuff, which he actually is trying to make other things happen.
That's the other thing that's weird about that show is Stephen Amell, who's the main character, does not watch his product as it's going on. He's doing all other kinds of shit. You're supposed to watch that monitor to see if they're following the script that you push for them.
I think he only watches like the main event of the stories that he really wants to get behind, but everything else, there's no story in anything else. Right now, the main story is Ace being a bad guy, turning heel. Familiar. So it's very reminiscent of like other stuff that we've seen like or talk about on Back Row Hecklers. But he's only focusing on the main story. Everything else. I mean,
I guess my experience of working in the business, like the main people that were running the shows, they would watch everything from the beginning to the end, even from the curtain jerkers to the main event.
You should.
Because
but how many of those people
go get their ass beat? Do what?
How many of those people were workers at the same time?
Well, they're all workers.
No, but I'm saying like he's a worker, and I think. If you want to get like if you agree with me, I think what's the other lady's name? Is it Willie or Billy? His second in command. She's actually like more of a producer and watching the show progress. So I think like he has a second in command. But when it's something really important, like the story that he's really driving, you see him glued to the monitor. So
that's true. Mind you, I don't have a lot of experience with the business, but Martin, you're talking about OVW, right? The one where it's like buy one ticket, get 6 people in for free. So maybe the guy was watching the monitor to make sure that nothing burned the fuck down.
Are you talking about Al Snow's OVW? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, when I went to OVW, it was way before Al Snow fucking owned that shit.
Oh, now when we were at the WWE, that was a whole different product that was being put together.
Class, do you remember Homegirl from IWA? Were you there for that?
When
Daphne it was not Daphne. It was that they were trying to do the table spot at the door spot, and the door wouldn't break, and me and you were just going.
No. Yes,
you remember like the white girl that was acting black? She's
Is she really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen her. Like, oh my
everybody
Lord.
Hates her.
Yeah, wasn't it like Holly? She was like Hollywood. Hollywood or something like that. Dude, that door spot was just like, oh my god. Josh and I were just.
I know we're gonna watch it now. I'm gonna go on and watch that episode of
that was so fucking funny, man.
Oh man.
All right, and with the Frackin' Nerds, you can catch us on Facebook, Instagram, Discord, right there.
Oh my god, I totally forgot to tell you something. I'm sorry to cut you off.
We're still doing the show.
Okay, but yes, guess what team is coming to Marvel Strike Force?
I don't know, the Runaways?
Nope. From the West Coast.
Oh, the Dark Avengers?
Yes, the Dark Avengers.
Really? Oh shit. From the West Coast.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I found that out today. I was like, I can't wait to tell the classic Marvel.
They call it the Dark Avengers, or they call them the West Coast Avengers?
Yeah, what are they called?
The West Coast Avengers. But I do see the Dark Avengers coming eventually, because Bullseye, they'll probably have something for Bullseye, because Bullseye is like not useful. So I'll let you know when the Dark Avengers come. But I thought
so is Sentinel gonna be there in Moondragon?
We already have Moondragon.
Okay.
So is the West Coast Avengers going to be old school West Coast Avengers, like Hawkeye and all that?
See, I don't know, but I would assume maybe Hawkeye, because like Hawkeye's getting the show, and I think Kate Bishop is going to come. So if they tend to do, when something new's coming out, they tend to like have something to come out and roll with it. So I'm assuming Kate Bishop and Hawkeye will be a part of the West Coast Avengers, and we'll get three new characters to go with that, because they tend to do that.
Exciting times to spend money on digital characters. So if you love Joshua, send him Marvel Cash apps, whatever it's called, in it.
No, just send me an iTunes gift cards or give me a good tip on crypto.
There you go. So yeah, if you love supporting our own Joshua there and seeing as he continues playing Marvel Strike Force, and one day he's actually going to record Ultimate series of the Marvel comics.
That's
talking about it for a year and a half, I think.
I've been talking about it for a year now, so yeah, we'll see.
So one day we may get something like that. So
with laundry in the background.
You got
a picture of a young kid.
Yeah, figure out who that kid is. And remember, he has 28 days to defend that title. So if you see Joshua out on the street and you have an uncle or an aunt, you have the right to defend this title right here. And if you can get the pin, you become the best nephew. And he said, just put tape over his name.
I'm gonna hold it like Ric Flair, the NWA title.
But that also means he gets to challenge you if you do win. He gets first right challenge.
Baby, You're not gonna beat the man. You're not gonna beat the best nephew. Woo!
Well, that'd be a good time to end the show. So from class all the way on the Indiana side, and the same guy that's also on the Indiana side, our own Mr. Kennedy, and then East Coast, the defending champion, because he beat nobody. It was just given to him like a bad OVW booking, just giving him the title. This is Doc Martin saying, have a frackin' good week.